Hey everybody, welcome to the week number 2 of my vlogging. The fact that you are even watching this video, one of two things happened. Either number one, you stumbled across this video by accident and you just wanted to find out what I was going to be saying about life as a doctoral student. Or number two, you actually found something interesting in last week's vlog and you decided to come back. As I said last week, over the last 7 weeks, between 6 blogs posts and 1 vlog post last week, I've talked about a lot of different types, a lot of different topics anyway, in terms of life as a doctoral student. So as I thought about this past week, what on earth did I want to talk about? Because I've talked about a lot of different things. I decided to focus on the dissertation. As I said last week, I'm completing my coursework and I'm almost done with it. And so I'll be hitting that next phase, which is my life as I know it, will be coming to an end because I'm going to be doing a ton of writing because I'll be writing my dissertation. So I thought, let's talk about that. Let me share my thoughts, my feelings, the emotions that I'm going through about getting ready to start your dissertation. Um, our professors told us in the very beginning to pick a topic that we were passionate about. And what I love about our program here at Northern Kentucky University is they try to make the different projects that we do moving us towards our dissertation. So when we wrote our literature review, that's part of the dissertation. When we did our passion paper and that piece of it, components of that is part of your dissertation. So as we do these different parts and these different pieces throughout the doctoral program, it's work towards our dissertation. That's if you stick with your topic. I realized after writing a passion paper about what I thought I was passionate about and doing a literature review around the literature around what I thought I was passionate about, I have realized that I was not passionate about it at all. If I can't write about 12 to 16 pages and still be passionate about it, I certainly am not going to be passionate about it at the end of 125 pages. Where did I get 125 pages? Well, the average dissertation is about 25 pages a chapter, and there's 5 chapters. So do the math. It's about 125 pages on average, but that's average. Some are a lot longer than that, and some are a lot shorter. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is, folks, is the reality is I wasn't passionate about my original topic. So what does that mean? Well, what it means for Reggie is starting over. Yep. 2 years into my coursework, into my doctoral program, and where some folks are being able to pick up the pieces and just go with what they have, I'm starting over. Now, I'm not the only one that is starting over. There's other fellow learning associates in my cohort that is in the same boat that I'm in, but it doesn't make it any easier. It's hard. I'm telling you right now, when it comes to your topic, your dissertation topic, your research question, it's hard. It's not easy. What you think is going to be easy isn't. When you sit here and you boil down to it, and you say, okay, what do I really want to get at? And then you ask the question, and then realize it's a question deeper than that. And then you start thinking about what you're passionate about and moving, trying to bring it all together. You realize quickly, this isn't something I can do in a day. And it's not. It's something that takes time to flesh out. I cannot thank the numerous hours that some of my professors have been with me trying to flesh out a research question. Dr. Votruba, Dr. Wasisco, Dr. Hodgson, Dr. Allen, Dr. Kishork, every one of them at some point has been meeting with me or talking with me to try to flesh out a research question. Now, I am happy to say, as of today, I pretty much have a strong research question. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of fine tuning with it, but the reality is I think I've got a pretty strong research question, unless they find a hole with it or want me to kind of fine tune it some more, because that's a reality. But what I'm getting at is it's hard, folks. It's not easy to figure out what you want to write about and what you want to research. There are some folks out there that say, I want to change the world and I want a topic that's going to change the way we look at educational leadership. For some of us, we just want a topic that's going to get us a completed dissertation. a dissertation that we are passionate about, and that's what I want. That's what I've come to the conclusion that I want. Excuse me. So I have a topic, and so what's next steps? Well, the next steps is in my Learning Scholar community. We will be going over our research question and sharing with one another and talking about it, and then, of course, writing. So, what am I doing right now? Well, believe it or not, I have written my chapter 3. Yes, I started with chapter 3 first, and now I'm going to go back to chapter 1 and 2. And I know you're probably asking, well, what on earth is chapter 3? Well, of course, chapter 3 is the methodology section, where you're talking about the methods and what you're going to do in your research. Are you doing focus groups? Are you doing surveys? What type of qualitative and or quantitative data are you collecting in your research? And so I'm happy to say that I am a lot closer with that, and I've written a very rough draft of chapter 3, and the key word there is very rough draft. By no means is it a final product, or will it be a final product? It's got a long ways to go. But I have written a chapter 3. So, but what that means is I got to go back now, and I've got to write chapter 1, and I got to write chapter 2. So I'm going back and looking at, okay, why would I be doing this topic? And then, of course, what's the literature out there saying about my topic? How much research is out there on my topic? So there's still a lot to do for me. So I still have my chapters 1 and my chapter 2 to write. And so hopefully, after I complete chapters 1, 2, and 3 in my Learning Scholar community, or LSC, we call it, as a group, if we say, I'm good to go, then ultimately I will be making a formal presentation, and then, of course, applying for IRB approval. And then hopefully I can start doing my research. So what's my timeline? What does it look like? Well, it's hard to say right now, because I'm in the process of writing my first couple of chapters. But I do know one thing, and that is that I got a lot of writing to do, because it's not something I can just knock out in a night. There's a lot of research that goes into it, a lot of looking online and looking at research journals and seeing what's already out there and what's already been done. And so I will be doing a lot of that here in the coming weeks, as I prepare for that end of it. And then, but as I said before, hopefully I'll be able to make a formal presentation to my committee, and then I'll be able to get IRB approval, and then I'll be able to start my research, and then conduct my research, and then analyze my data, and then discuss my findings, and then, of course, talk about next steps in terms of the research and what kind of implications does it have for educational leadership. And so you're probably saying, well, he's talked a lot here. What is his research question? Well, I'm not necessarily going to share that just yet, because I want to talk with my LSC and my committee and see what they have to say first and make sure it's a final topic. But if this is any type of cliffhanger, if you're excited at all, I will be sharing it in the coming weeks. And so be on the lookout, either in a blog or a vlog. I will be sharing what my topic will be. But again, there's some fine tuning and some tweaking that I want to do. But the one thing is I've got a pretty good start, or a solid first research question here. And so I'm a lot farther along than I was a month ago. I'm way farther along than I was a year ago. And so, yes, I am starting over, and it is kind of frustrating in a way. And so that's why I say to you, if you can find your topic early and stick with your topic, and it's a topic that you truly are passionate about it, stick with it. It makes your life so much easier as you're going through the doctoral program and the process, to be able to continue building off that work, off the question that you're wanting to answer. So if there is one piece of advice that I would give to you all, and if there is one thing that you listened to me in the beginning, is stick with your original research question as long as you're passionate about it. Because if you're not passionate about it, that's a long 125 pages to be writing about a topic that you are not passionate about, because you are married to that. I've been preparing my wife and my daughter that the next year is going to be kind of rough, and that Daddy may not always be the happiest, because he's going to be spending hours at night typing, and maybe getting up early and writing, and doing research, and so there's a lot to it. And so I've been trying to prepare my family, prime the pump, if you say, in other words, um, of uh, of what's to come down the pike. I guess also at the same time, I'm trying to prepare myself for what's to come, because I don't think I even realize what's to come. But I don't want to scare you. I'm excited because I think it's going to be awesome to officially at some point be done, and to present my dissertation, and to get the nod that my committee is good with it, and then of course walk down and receive my doctorate. I can't think of any better feeling, well, other than the day that I got married and the day that my daughter came into this world. What better feeling that I would have outside of those two things than walking down an aisle with my degree. Um, as I've shared in the past, I was the first one in my family to go to college. So the fact that I've gone to college, gotten my master's, and working towards my doctorate, that's huge. And so anyway, I encourage every single one of you all who's even listening this week that stay strong, continue to persevere, be resilient, um, get that deep with grit within, and stay strong in what you're wanting to do. Whether you're looking for a doctoral program, or you're in a doctoral program. But like I said, I just wanted to share with you that the process isn't easy in terms of getting to that point to where you're going to be writing a dissertation. It takes time. Um, it takes a lot of hard work and planning to flesh out the research question and what you want it to be and what you want to say. But I will say one thing. In all of that, I don't think I would be where I've been if I didn't seek the help of my professors. And not just one professor, but multiple professors, because they each bring a different lens to the table that has been invaluable. And so listen to them. They will help you get through it. And so I just appreciate you coming back this week to listen to me blab some more, and talk about the dissertation itself and kind of what's involved in it. And as I say each week, good luck to you. Stay strong. And until next week, have a great week, and good luck in whatever you're working on. Take care.